I'm Matt Bishar with NAREITWeek.com here in New York City for REITWeek 2016, NAREIT's Investor Forum. Joining me today is Ben Moreland, Executive Vice Chairman of Crown Castle International. Ben, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'd like to start by talking about your company's small cell business, which continues to grow and now represents 12% of your consolidated site rental revenues. What's driving the expansion in this side of the business, and how large a percentage do you see it eventually becoming?
Well, we're really excited about this business. We've been at this about 10 years, and really through an acquisition we made a little over 3 years ago with NextG, and customer take-up, it has really started to take off. We've got a very extensive pipeline. We're spending upwards of $400 to $500 million a year on development activity, on building new systems today. And it's a natural extension, in our view, of where the tower model is. So it's a shared model just like the towers. And it gives the carriers the ability to add additional network capacity in major cities. It's like New York, where we're sitting here today. We've got over 2,500 nodes in and around the New York area that most of our smartphones are probably on today.
Now, recognizing all the growth and potential in the small cell business, what about the more traditional tower side? What growth do you see there? Is there more acquisition opportunities, or what's going to drive that?
Well, as excited as we are about the new small cell business, I don't think it's a lot of airplay. The tower business is still, almost 90% of our business, as you note, and it still remains the cheapest and quickest and most efficient way for carriers to add capacity when they're really trying to cover lots of geography and add capacity. Now, so most of us have coverage today, but what we don't appreciate is as we use our smartphones more with video and applications and all the things we're doing on them, it takes a significant amount of bandwidth, just like you would have at your desktop. And that takes more sites. And so we're seeing densification both at the macro tower site as well as what we're doing on the small cell. So we continue to grow revenue consistent with what we've done historically on the tower side. Our guidance for this year is new net leasing about what it looked like last year. And importantly for the company, from a financial perspective, while we're out developing new small cell systems and investing capital and getting that incremental yield, the towers we already own. So the highest returning activity in the company clearly is adding additional revenue on sites we already own, obviously. And that business continues as it has for 20 years, and we expect that to continue for a long period of time.
You recently passed the CEO reins to your longtime colleague, Jay Brown. What's the most important piece of advice you think you've given Jay, and how would you compare and contrast your two management styles?
Well, we've, Jay and I worked together for 17 years, and I feel and he's been involved in every major decision in the company since almost the beginning. So I think our styles are very similar, and it really goes to being very good capital allocators, very analytical about what we do. And creating a company and a culture where employees want to do business, want to work here, and customers feel like we can execute for them. And that's what we've really done over a number of years, and I expect that will not change.
Ben, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For more from REITweek 2016, be sure to visit REIT.com.